This is the first one right here, or is the defensive second? Whatever you call it. I don't know. Oh, go to. They didn't call it, but it was. But those guys got to know. Those guys got to know that that's going to happen. So they need to be smarter. That's a goal 10. Absolutely, absolutely goal 10. Ball's going up, and he goaltending. It's not. It's not coming down. It's going up. It's goaltending. Yeah, that's nobody on. Definitely it. Oh, good, good. I'm glad he's playing better because he played terrible last game. 42 to 34. Nasri, he got his stuff blocked. Get that stuff out of here, bum. LeBron's a bum. Get it out of here. DiVincenzo, easy layup. They can't guard nobody. 44 to 34. And they haven't taken a free throw. This is the crazy thing, except the defense of 3 seconds. If they would call a freaking free, they would call fouls, they would be up more. Cheating. Come on. All right, he's gonna try to block it. Rudy Gobert, block this shot. Yes. Come on, man. 47-34. Let's go, Wolves. Let's go. Fraud team. Watch they don't get no free throws this game. That's the man on the Lakers, LeBron James. That's the man. Hello, hello. That's the man on the Lakers, LeBron James. The man has been swept in the finals multiple times. Oh my God, man. I hate this cheating, man. If the Lakers are shot, what, six free throws? We know it's a timeout. Lakers on the time. The Lakers called a timeout. JJ Relish. I want to say something else. Fakers in trouble. Well, right now they won't call any free throws, man, for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This could be a bad matchup for them, man. This could be a bad matchup for them. Uh, they're gonna go do something in the offseason to try to, recruit some more help for him because that's gonna be the next thing. They're gonna blame it on Luca and say Luca didn't play well, and LeBron James needs more help. They're gonna definitely go get him some more help. I gotta rewind this game to the first quarter because they put up some important stats. Luka Doncic was probably like third or second next to Michael Jordan in playoff averages or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, Let's see. I hope so. I hope so. Lakers are in trouble. I think the LA Clippers are in trouble too. Well, they barely lost, but I don't think they're gonna win. This could be a bad matchup. Anthony Edwards, LeBron James. Lakers can't defend. Luca, who's gonna stop Anthony Edwards? That's why they're not calling no fouls. It's hard. Look at. Did you see the stats? Have you seen the stats already? Uh, let's see. That's a good. Yeah, but look, the Lakers ain't Denver though. You know when it come down to the popularity. Let's see, 18 points in the paint, right? 4 points in the paint to the Lakers. So they attacking the basket, but they don't got no free throws. They got a defensive second shot. The Lakers have already taken 3 out of 4 free throws already. You can't make this stuff up, man. Look at this, blocked. You've been blocked, sir. Well, here go another one. Here go another one. You got blocked, sir. Rudy Gobert, you got blocked. I'm gonna get these clips and put them up at the end of the game. The Lakers will be crippled. I hope so. If they they got to call this stuff correctly, man. I done seen about 5 missed free throws already. So call. So the Lakers should be. The Minnesota Timberwolves should have gotten to the free throw line more, especially with the drives to the basket. But right here, I don't like the way they guard this. Pick and roll, Rudy. This is the same play. Don't double Luka Doncic. So now you just gave away an open 3 point at the top of the key to Rui Hakamura. I don't like that. If you're in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. If you want to go ahead and send a super chat, you can at Raw Sports TV 23. If you want to send the Cash App, you can too. Raw Sports 22, Raw Sports TV 23. Um, Timberwolves rebound, up, missed the shot. Go Timberwolves sweep the Puta Gata Lakers. I hope they do sweep them. I don't like the way they guard pick and roll. All right, Rudy Gobert got a here go another free. The Lakers are getting to the free throw line. They calling it on one end, but they're not calling it on the other end. So I'm trying not to let that frustrate me already, because that's gonna be the way they try to bring him back in the game. You can't have a player like Ant Man and not get any free throws. It's a foul, but the same thing happened on the other end. Let's get an update. Let's get an update. No, we can't show the live on the can't do that. Let's get an update. We can't do that. That's against let's see. Play by play player stats. Jaden McDaniels got 14 points. Nas Reed got 13 right now. And team stats. Um, free throws. Lakers. Points in the paint. Points in the paint. 20. Minnesota Timberwolves. Lakers got 4 points in the paint, so they hoisting up a lot of threes. And the Lakers are still taking 7 free throws to the Minnesota Timberwolves 1. I don't want to hear nothing about shooting too many threes because look, 3 point attempts. They've taken about the same amount of free throw attempts. You're talking about Luka Jordan. That's what they calling him because his percentage. But these free throws is crazy, man. Okay, this is our second free throw attempt, and it's come with 4 minutes and 9 seconds on the game clock in the second quarter, almost halftime. The Lakers have already taken at least about 4 more free throws, if I'm not mistaken. Free throw shooting is going to be huge because if you're not going to get too many of them, Nas Reed got to knock down the free throw. Okay, he knocks down the second one. It's 48-39. Because Goatee was Yeah, Rudy. Yeah, he wants that matchup with Rudy Gobert all day. He wants to get him off the pick and roll because he's kind of slow. All you gotta do is keep your hands down. Keep your hands down. Yeah, keep your hands down. Don't jump for his pump fake. That's definitely all you got to do. Up, Nas Reed, because he didn't play well the last time they played 51-39. Now, keep in mind, Anthony Edwards has 15 technicals. If he loses his temper or anything, then he'll get a suspension because they rescinded that one. So let's hope that he doesn't lose his cool. He remains calm. Yep, yep, yep. They had to call that one. They had to call that one. If they didn't call that one, I would have jumped through the TV, man. That was the foul right there. So this is the third. Look at this right here. Boom. If Nas Reed can hit those shots and Dante DiVincenzo, I don't think he's playing so well. Can knock down some shots. It's gonna be a long series. It's not gonna be easy. Oh, I heard that. That was a bad word. Heard that. Come through the screen. They always got to mention Michael Jordan. Why they not mention it? They always mention it in the GOAT. Okay, get it in. Get it in. That's 53-40. Second half, man. We already know that's the sports gambling, man. So the second half, this they're gonna have to play perfect. 43, 53, 10-point lead. Hey, I'm attacking the paint every time. Good pump fake. But he hasn't knocked down a shot. Way to go after the loose ball. Finally. You said you hope that the T Wolves beat the machine. So you control the Fakers. You control the Lakers. I hope so too. I definitely hope so too. You know, I just want this bum to retire. Luca finally got called. Yeah, for a foul. Finally, he finally did. Finally, oh, Julius Randle for three. Yep, Randle knocks down the three. It's 56-43. What's good? What's going on? I'm surprised they called a foul on Luca. This is a rematch of last year, right? Because the Minnesota Timberwolves went home against the Luka Doncic led Mavericks. Okay, LeBron turns it over. Turnover by the greatest turnover leading man in NBA history, LeBron James, a turnover machine. All right, Edwards. Nas, get the rebound. Nas didn't get the rebound. I don't know what that means, sir, but you can. Okay, help, help. How is that a foul? That's not a foul. He didn't do anything. Lakers are down. Score is currently 56-43. Jaden McDaniels, they just calling ghost fouls. Oh my God, this is pathetic, man. Why even guard Luca if they're gonna blow the whistle every time he shoot the ball? The flop is the worst. I totally agree. I'm just mad that no one is discussing the fact that this man is playing with Luka Doncic. Like everybody has ignored the conversation that he's playing with Luka Doncic. Like, think about it, man. He's playing with one of the greatest players in the NBA, but yet he want to be called the GOAT. I just don't. No one is really having that conversation. by a turnover, flipping, yeah, flipping. Oh, he ain't flopped yet. At least I ain't seen it. I'm sure a flop is gonna come, but the score is too close for comfort. So look at this. These are all fouls right here on Julius Randle. Right, they trapped him, but that's a foul. They should have been. Oh yeah, more foul calls keep coming. Yeah, we already know that was a foul. Luka Doncic held him around the waist. I didn't know you can hold him, but he held him before that foul came. They got to try to keep it close. That's why, bro. I do not know what you're talking about. You be gonna get blocked, sir. You got to get the rebound. You don't want to give up second chance points. So Anthony Edwards, that's a foul. Laker Nation. Let's go Timberwolves. Timberwolves Nation. I don't know. Let's see. Where we going? Jumps up and down, smacking his wrist. Keep it close. Did you watch the Clippers game? I did watch the Clippers game. I slept on the Indiana Pacers game. That was too early for me. That was too early for me. So still close. Feel 48 to 56. This is what I'm saying. This is the same tactic, you know. Oh, the Lakers been exposed. Okay, Randall. That's a foul right there. They didn't call it, but you got to get back to them. They're not going to call these fouls. All right, Genso with the rebound. Y'all, yeah. The Timberwolves will choke. I don't know if the Timberwolves will choke or will the refs take the game away from them by not calling free throws, fouls the way they should, not putting them to the line. They had a foul to give, so it's 4.6 seconds, 56 to 48. 4.6 to go. Make sure you hit the like button, get the likes up, hit the likes up. All right, get the shot off, baby. Yes. First shot for him. Knocks down his first three. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Make sure you get them likes up. Get the likes up. It's the biggest time of the year right here for the NBA basketball, the NBA playoffs. I'm glad he was fouled on that too. They gonna do what? Hand down, man down. 3-point shot by Dante DiVincenzo. I don't really know what the Timberwolves game plan is, but I would keep attacking the paint. You know what I'm saying? And the Lakers, there's two things about the Lakers. They don't want to play fast. They want to play a half court game. So uh, I'll pick up the pace, continue to push the pace, and don't let up. Move the basketball, attack the paint, and I think that's how you beat them. Don't settle for the 3-point shot unless you got it. Um, they're gonna do a lot of double teaming of Anthony Edwards, and now if they can consistently lock down, Lakers are coming back. Well, if the refs help them, um, if the Timberwolves can consistently knock down threes, that can free up Anthony Edwards. This is so stupid. Yeah, the Timberwolves keep knocking down threes. I do not know why this Google comes on in the middle of the game. This is stupid. Like no one is. Yeah, they gotta. Yeah, because they're trying to take the ball out of Anthony Edwards' hand, so they double teaming him. So you can make him pay for the double team, be a facilitator. You know, which is gonna be tough because a kid like that, he definitely wanna score. And then if everybody else is beating him, then now you can't double team it anymore. I wouldn't double team Luca. They need to stop double teaming. I don't know why teams do that. All you got to do with Luca, give him a little bit. Don't play him too tight. Give him a little bit of space, and he always got a pump fake. That's his move. And stay on the ground because when they double team him, they giving up this 3-point shot to Rui Hakamura at the top of the key, or then they kick it out to Austin Reeves. I'm gonna make Luca beat me. That's what I'm gonna That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play good. They got some good, solid defenders, but on the other end, keep attacking the paint. They gotta exploit the Lakers. They gotta exploit their weaknesses. They don't really have Jackson Hayes is their big, and I think they said that Jackson Hayes. They're gonna probably try to trade Jackson Hayes. They're gonna try to trade Jackson Hayes next season. It's always the same thing. Oh, Stephen A. Smith. He got on a, a white suit. I don't know what he got, but listen, yeah, they're gonna try to trade him because that they do not win is gonna be that they need more help. That I'm telling you right now. So he gonna try to stack the deck. Whew. Okay, yeah, no, my energy just dropped a little bit. My bad, but uh, I I still got some oatmeal. They're about to start cheating in the second half. That's what I just said, Gary. I just said that they're gonna start cheating in the second half. They already cheating. Look how many free throws the Wolves got. Yeah, yeah, they're gonna start. They're gonna start cheating. Well, they already doing it. Like I said, look at the free throw. Look at the free throws, bro. I think the Wolves might have taken 2 free throws already, so the cheat is already on. It's already on, baby. Already. I hate this bum, man. Like, like Gary, like, why he playing with Luca, man? Why is he playing with Luca? Like, it don't make no like Luca Doncic out of all people. I was just saying this at the barbershop. I'm like, man, look, he done played with D Wade. He done found. It's like this dude he's a cheater, man. He finds a way to play with the best players. Oh yeah, they gonna turn a blind eye. But you know what they gonna say is that, well, they gotta start shooting so many threes. But when you look at it, they done both shot the same amount of threes. So it's like, why come one team is getting to the line with the same amount of threes and the other team isn't? Gary said, "What's up? What's up?" Yeah, but hopefully the Warriors do something tomorrow, man. That's gonna be a tough little series right there. Because is Steve Kerr not gonna play Jonathan Kaminga? That's gonna be. I kind of feel bad for Kaminga, man. I feel bad. I don't, what did Kaminga do to? What did he do to Steve Kerr, man? Adam Silver move. Oh yeah, Adam Silver was definitely behind it. I agree. Wolves are making them smell like cologne. Well, the rest gonna make them smell like cologne in the second half. Those dudes sound like a 12-year-old who is. She Dallas sent Luca packing. What? I mean, yeah, it's a nice halftime score, even with the BS going on. It's a nice halftime score, but you know what it is. You know what's getting ready to happen, man. They got to keep it close or whatever. They just gonna have to, they gonna just have to take what they can get, man. Play smart. Try not to turn the ball over. That's one thing that's gonna be key. If they're not gonna put them on the free throw line, they're gonna have to try not to turn the ball over. That's just what it is, bro. Honestly. Now, if you turning the ball over and everything, they're gonna keep double teaming Anthony Edwards. They do not want Anthony Edwards to get off. Tell you that now. They do not want him to get off. I want him to get off, but I don't want him to force it. So Nasri, Dante DiVincenzo, Daniels got to knock down their threes, and Julius Randle. Julius Randle, man, he still ain't got a left hand, bro. He only want to go right. You know what I'm saying? But if he had a left and a right, then you know what I'm saying, he would be a little bit more. They already kind of know his moves, so they try to trap him. They try to trap him, but you just got to pass out of the trap before that trap get there. Pass out of it and hit the open man. That's the only thing you can do, man. You just this small little things, that they gotta critique in order to win this game. But I would love to see the Lakers go home in the first round. I'm sick of LeBron. I don't want to hear about year 23. I don't want to hear Reggie Miller butt fluffing. Yeah, they're gonna have to execute in the second half if their hands get tight. It will be a free throw shooting Oh yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be a free throw shooting contest. It's already a free throw shooting contest. The Lakers will play defense. I don't Dexter Smith. You don't watch basketball because the Lakers aren't a good. They're not a good defensive team. They've never been a good defensive team. Who gonna play? Luca and LeBron. They gonna play defense. I want to know what you drinking, man. Look, man. I want to know what you drinking, thinking that's gonna happen. When the Lakers been a good defensive team? Tell me. Not what ESPN say. Tell me when Luca and LeBron has been a great defensive team, together. Tell me they best defender is on the Dallas Mavericks right now. His name Anthony Davis. Even though he hobbled and hurt, he been their best defender since he was on the Lakers. So you basically telling me that Luka Doncic is a great defender, basically, which we know that's a lie. He's slow. He ain't no good defender. Come on, man. If you in, hit that like button. Follow the channel. Uh, we drop videos every day. NBA content every day. Warriors, I'm rooting for the Warriors. I'm definitely gonna root. Lakers defense were number one from January to March, then got hurt. What? Okay, let me ask you something. If the Lakers defense was so good as you believe they are, what happened when they went up against the Chicago Bulls and they got blown out? I think Josh Giddey. They couldn't even guard Josh Giddey. He had a quadruple double in the game. I think he had like 25, 17, 17, and 10. Their defense was so good they was up 20, and then the Chicago Bulls put up 70. Was it 70 points in the second half? I think or something like that. 25 something in the fourth quarter. That's how good their defense is. So I don't all that other stuff, man. Y'all smoking. Who else? Who else? Who else gave him the belt? Somebody else gave him the belt too. Beat him down pretty bad. Besides the Chicago Bulls, I know it was the Utah Jazz. It was somebody else that gave it to him, and y'all started complaining. Uh, y'all started complaining about defense and all this other kind of stuff and blaming it on Luca. I can't remember, but I'm just using the Chicago Bulls for an example. That's what exactly, Darrell. That's what I be looking at these LeBron fans. They literally regurgitate. That's why I don't watch the news. Uh, I don't watch news. I just go look for stuff myself because people just be regurgitating. So like, oh yeah, yeah, like nah, uh, block list, bro. You done added to the block list fast because you posted a link, some type of link. I don't know what that is. Well, since the yeah, it's a difference between losing and getting blown out. They got blown out by the Chicago Bulls. They got murdered. Okay, that's the difference. Yeah, every team gonna lose. Wait, how am I a hater? I'm telling the truth. Did they not lose to the Chicago Bulls? Yes or no? That's a simple question. Did they win or did they win or lose? What happened? Win lose. Kristen Foster. What's up, Unc? Chicago Bulls whooped them by. They were up by 30 something during the half, and then when they played them in the same week, oh, the Orlando Magic was whooping up on them too. Oh yeah, I already took care of the spam. You posted the link. I took care of the spam. Yeah, the Orlando Magic, right? Franz Wagner. They beat them up too that same week, and then they barely beat the Indiana Pacers. That little tip in by LeBron. Then they came back. It was a back to back. They played the Chicago Bulls the next day. The Warriors did lose to the Spurs, but they didn't lose by like no double digits. That's what I'm trying to say. It was a game winning shot. The Orlando Magic whooped on the LA Lakers. First of all, the first game, I want to say maybe that was before Luca got there. I think Anthony Davis was there. They came back and then they won shorthandedly on the Franz Wagner 3-point shot. Then I want to say like 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, they beat them by like 25. So it's a difference between like, oh, I lost it, game winning shot too. Congrats, knock your head off. That's gonna happen. But your argument is that they're a great defensive team. A great defensive team is not losing by 25 and 30 points. A great defensive team don't give up 70 points in the second half or more to the Chicago Bulls who didn't even make the playoffs. You realize that? The Chicago Bulls didn't even make the playoffs. They got eliminated in the play-in. So it's like they put up 20 some points in the fourth quarter, or a little bit more, if I'm not mistaken. So what I'm trying to tell you is a real defensive team is not allowing Josh Giddey and Kobe White and Patrick Williams and Nikola Vucevic, whatever his name is, Vucevic. They're not allowing them to do that. So this team is not a great defensive team. And it's a difference when you say, oh, it's a great defensive team when they playing someone like shorthanded teams. They're not a great defensive team. Do you see Ant leaving Minnesota to win a chip? I don't think so, unless Adam Silver Slippers get behind it and it's something like big markets. They like these players in big markets because they constantly been trying to force the Greek Freak uh, out of Milwaukee, and then the Luka trade to help LeBron. They forced him out of Dallas to go to a bigger market, which was Los Angeles. And the same thing happened to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Remember, we never heard it. He won the championship with the Milwaukee Bucks, and they traded him, right? The next season. So it's like to go to Los Angeles. So it's the same. It's the same thing. It's like, okay, how did the Los Angeles Lakers get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, Michael Jordan won the championship for you. Now let me go ahead and trade him to a big market to watch him win more championships. So it's kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Ant is going to actually leave. Uh, let's see how it plays out. See how it plays out. They definitely want him to be the face of the league, but he got too much personal stuff going on. Baby mama drama. Uh, his tongue is not bridled. You know what I'm saying? So uh, you said I'm stuck on the regular season. Well, do I need to bring up the Lakers past? Because you just brought up the regular. You Bron fans, you guys got the brain of a peanut. You just brought up regular season, right? And then when I brought up to you what happened in the regular season, you said I'm stuck on the regular season. It's like you guys got the brain of a peanut. It's like you gonna use something in the regular season, and when I bring something up that happened in the regular season, I'm stuck. Well, okay, you stuck too. Jaden Daniels, 3-point shot, book it. Another three. 50, 62-48. Watch watch the rest to swallow this whistle. Watch it. All right, here's Jaden. Here's Jalen Daniels on Luca. What you need to do here? Okay, go Bear. Look at that bum. I thought he was like Jordan. What was that shot? What was that? I didn't. I got this game recorded. I'm gonna go through here and pick up all his shots on record, and I'm gonna watch y'all. Y'all gonna see how he just stand around and watch Luca play. Okay, Ant Man. He ain't double yet, but he's on Austin Reeves. I don't even know why you setting the pick. That's bad, right? That's right. That's bad right there. Okay, come on, Ant. He got his own rebound. Another three. Book it, baby. Take it. 65-48. Come on. Come on. Book it. All right, here. Ant-Man ain't even got loose. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 67-48. I want LeBron, Raymond, whatever his name is, Raymond to retire. I hope so too, but they're gonna try to cheat for him next year. They're definitely gonna try to cheat. I already know if they lose, they're gonna try to give Luca. Oh, Ant-Man for three. Book it, baby. 70-48. Oh, yes, baby. Book it. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I got on right now. Yeah, book it, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's book it. This the way you got to play. What that dude at to say they play defense? What them fans at? Huh? What them fans at? What them fans at? Oh. Where them fans at? Come on. Cameron. Where you at, Cameron? Where y'all at? Where them fans at? This is the reason why they can't call fouls. Because if they call fouls, the fair amount of fouls, and they are just, it would be a bigger lead. Oh, the next game, what is it, Sunday? So Monday, everybody on the Timberwolves gonna foul out. That's gonna be the next thing. They did not finna go up. Everybody gonna foul out. Ant-Man ain't gonna have three fouls. I already know what's gonna happen. Same old bull crap. Where them fans at, baby? Huh? It would make sense because Dallas put out the defending champs, right? So how would it make sense for I'm sorry, Minnesota to lose? Minnesota put out uh the Nuggets. If they were to lose now, that would be crazy. I'm really concerned about next season because of that TV contract. Money is on the line. So that growing injury might kick in. I know they want to see the Steph Curry versus the Lakers matchup. And unfortunately, right now, I don't really know what's going on with Jonathan Kaminga, but I think Golden State's still a little better. So um, we got to see. We just got to see. I don't really feel alarmed about this season because it just would be too crazy that JJ Redick wins the championship, first time coach. Bronny getting a ring in his second year. That would be just I would hate Adam Silver. If Adam Silver allowed that, Bronny James being a NBA champion, come on, man. You would know they don't deserve that, man. But this man only gonna go as far as LeBron carry him. Now we saw this in the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets did them this way too. Now, yeah. See, I didn't want them to play the Clippers because they play the Clippers. I don't trust Tyrone Lie. I don't trust Tyrone Lie. He cave in to LeBron. Oh, I hope you keep the same energy too. Because if they don't win, I want you to keep the same energy, Dexter. Dexter. All right. 14-0 run. We already know they just got to keep playing solid. Okay, Gobert hand. All right, you don't want to let that go. That was bad, Gobert. So sometimes you do good stuff, and sometimes you do stuff I don't like. Sometimes you do good stuff, and sometimes Conley with the ball. Randall up. Oh, where them fans at? Where them fans at? Where you at? Huh? You saw that? Rudy Gobert with the alley oop. Okay. Stay down. Stay down. Okay, Luca with the pump fake. He went back. I don't know why it does that. I hate it. Ant-Man, he got fouled, but see there, they're not gonna call it. So that's what I'm saying. They don't want him to get cooking. Okay. All right, a 3-point shot, but it should have been a foul on the other end. Ant-Man got clobbered right there. I told you, he's gonna have to get up. They're not gonna call it unless it's the Lakers' way. And they're not gonna call it in Minnesota either. They're gonna be home getting shafted. Okay. Okay. You're supposed to take that. Oop, same one. He's supposed to do it again to him. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. What the defense said? What the defense? Who listened to this child? You on here listening to this child too. You've been on here. So, where's Shannon Sharp at? Wolves and five. I'm not worried about it. Wolves and five. Tell him. I want to see him tomorrow or Monday. But the next game. Yeah, they gone. Yeah, you're right. Game one, they're gonna cheat. So I ain't worried about that. They're gonna cheat them a game. They definitely gonna give them a game. Adam Silver's probably having a stroke right now. This is not what he wants. But all he needs to do is let his baby retire. Stay down. Stay down. Go over the screen. Go, stay with your man. Stay with your man. Stay down. Don't go for the pump. Yeah, there you go. Stole it. Yeah, he stole it. Conley, three. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Yeah, baby. I don't remember Michael Jordan ever getting beat like this in the NBA Finals. I don't care if they do win the series. Please don't ever compare him to Michael Jordan. Oh, that was some BS right there. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Shaka, locka, yeah. Uh-huh. You're mad, ain't you? Don't get mad, get glad. If I'm Luca, I want to get on the. Oh yeah, right. There you go, right there. I'm surprised they didn't call that a foul. Okay, Ant-Man, pull it back out. That's all you gotta do. Pull it out. They can't guard you. Slow down. Don't turn the ball over. Whoa. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Luca, he holding the hip. Luca, he's holding the hip. You don't want that. Because if he holding his hip right now, LeBron's going, oh, my groin is activated. His groin is about to activate. Oh, Luca look like he done. See, he wouldn't be able to play in the 90s. Look at him. That was a bad collision, but still. Ah, whoop, there it is. Jordan still got more rings and finals MVPs and scoring titles than LeBron. Get what you say. It don't matter. He's played 20 seasons and the fraud don't got that many. Okay, yep. This may be the end of Luka Doncic right here. Watch. This right here gonna be the end. He's still holding his hip. He out there, but trust me, Luka like that though. Rudy Gobert, do not go for the pump fake. All right, Ant Man. Don't need the help. This bum can't blow past nobody. He want to switch over and get Mike Conley. That's what he wants to do. Good defense. He want to switch over and get the little man, Ant Man. Three. Oh, it's raining tacos. It's raining tacos, baby. Where's Gilbert? Where my other phone at? I gotta pull up Gilbert Arenas. Where's Gilbert? Minnesota Timberwolves get one of these first two games on the road. It's gonna be very interesting. They just gonna basically put everybody in foul trouble next round. Next game is gonna be a bunch of fouls because they can't let them do this again because they're too good. I've been watching the NBA for a while. I didn't really understand a lot of stuff when I was young, but now I understand a little bit more. What they're gonna do is the refs gonna make adjustments. They need to open up the lane first of all. So what they'll do is, I don't know if they got any backup bigs. They're going to put Rudy Gobert in foul trouble. That's the first thing. And Anthony Edwards in foul trouble too. That's what they're gonna do. All right, Luca, he's got a shot off the backboard. I want to see Gil. He the number one LeBron glazer. He was glazing yesterday. All right, look. You know, just make the smart play. Okay, that's all you got to do. They can't. This team ain't good defensively. Michael Jordan was never getting blown out by no 82-56 in the freaking playoffs. I don't want to hear it. And who's scoring all 8 points? Luca. Luca is scoring all 8 points. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. This bum ain't doing nothing. Luca got 24 points. Nas Reed. Oh, that all. Oh, look at. Oh, come on, Rudy. You got to hold the ball, man. Don't let that bum steal the ball from you. Edwards, calm down. Calm down. You got. They gonna cheat. They're gonna cheat. That wasn't a foul. LeBron is holding him. Look, LeBron is holding him. Keep your composure. This is what they want to do, man. Good front. Good front. Good steal. Luka Doncic's over in the stand. Oh, alley oop. Oh, they should have gave him the alley oop to go Bear. Yeah, another three. Another three. Oh, come on, throw the towel in, JJ. I'm gonna tell you what the Lakers' problem is. LeBron, he's too slow. Okay, stay down, stay down. I'll take that. I'll take that. Just don't do no stupid stuff. No fouls, all that other kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't want to go Bear jumping because he's slow. We'll take that. We'll take that. Listen, man. No, there's no way that I don't think the ref's gonna. Adam Silver gonna have a meeting after this. Okay, he gonna have a meeting. This is really what the team is. They shouldn't have been able to beat Houston, the Nuggets, none of them teams. Okay, but this is really what the team is. Is it no chill, Gil? No chill. I need to see what Gil Arena is. Silence. Silence. Silence going on. You know, no watch parties, none of that stuff. Oh my God. No watch parties, none of this stuff. Another 3-point shot. Put up. You know, I think LeBron fans got they got the brain of an ant. They got the brain of an ant. First, they was wait till the second half come. Now here come the second half right here. It ain't over with, but we in the second half. We in the second half. And like I was saying, y'all said they could play defense. This is not a sign of defense right here. This is embarrassing in LA. Now, if they decide to call this correct and start, giving some respect to the Timberwolves and giving them their free throws, it'll be a 40-point lead. This is how bad they are. It's not the whole Luka Doncic LeBron combination offensively, okay. Defensively, no. But I bet you that his growing is gonna flare up, and they're gonna have to. What did they say they was using Bronny to practice for Ant-Man? So when I saw that report on Lakers.com that Bronny had to be Ant-Man in practice so they could prepare, I said that don't even make no sense right there. That made no sense to me. You're gonna use the worst player in the NBA percentage wise to help get you ready. The wor- that was an insult. Wait, where's Nightcap at? Nightcap. Wait, Unc, where you at, Unc? Unc ain't live either. Oh yeah, he is. Well, no, he ain't. He waiting. See, usually 30 people waiting. He usually would have been live right now. Y'all, if the Lakers was winning, I guarantee you all LeBron sections would be live with the baby oil, ready to twerk. But now it ain't happening because the Minnesota Timberwolves been able to withstand all the bad calls, like, and do their thing. This is how terrible the Lakers are. Y'all didn't believe me. The series is gonna be the Lakers. I mean the Warriors and the Houston Rockets tomorrow. That's gonna be tough. This here is reminiscent of um, what Denver did to them 2 years ago, when the Denver Nuggets swept them in the Western Conference Finals. Um, you know, I don't really know the answer to that question because Dallas Mavericks, man, they kind of it's kind of rough out there for the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie tore his meniscus. Anthony Davis was hobbling as usual. It's almost like you want to save Anthony Davis to the end of the season and let him sit out the whole year. That's how bad it is. But um, he bound to get injured even if you do that. So okay, Nas Reed, three, another one. Connects again. I hope he can shoot like this for the rest of the series, but I don't think so. 88-61. I don't think I don't think the starters are getting back in. Maybe they wait. Maybe I don't know. They probably will. 63. It's still a long game. Let's see. All right, Ant Man, slow it down. Slow it down, Ant Man. Slow it down. Okay, Nas Reed for three. Oh, that one he missed. I want to see Ant Man score that. I mean, he did the smart thing. What was that? Austin Reeves was trying to draw a foul. Oh my God. I can't wait till these Bron sexuals go on vacation. You guys are the worst fans in NBA history. You're not even fans of the team. Y'all not even Lakers fans. That's how terrible it is. Y'all not Lakers fans. Like, now take him. There you go. He got fouled. Ant-Man got fouled again, and they not gonna call it. And they called a late whistle on Austin Reeves. Look at Ant-Man. Now he's hurt. Or he going straight to the locker room. This ain't good. See, this is what I mean by cheating. Now Ant-Man's going straight to the locker room. Look at this right here. Boom. That's a foul. So Ant-Man's out. You see what I'm saying? 65 to 88. Ant-Man is out. He's holding his calf because they let him. They keep. This is why. Oh my God, I can't stand Adam Silver, man. I can't stand him. He holding his foot. Hey, listen. If you making fun of players' injuries, I'm gonna block you for that. I don't do that. We don't do that. We don't make fun of people when they get hurt. That's one thing we're gonna do. So we don't do that. When someone gets injured or hurt, we don't make fun of the people getting injured. Okay, all right. So we're gonna block you. We're gonna block you because you making fun of people getting hurt. I don't do that. That's not sportsmanship. All right. Block you. All right, there you go. We don't make fun of people getting hurt. That's what we don't do. That was terrible. They literally let the man go to the paint 2 times. He got pushed this time. Now he's holding his calf. That's bad. I mean, I can't sit up and have somebody on on my feed that's making fun of somebody who hurt themselves. That's stupid. Okay, now they calling the technical foul. They're trying to slow the game down because Anthony Edwards out. I knew this. I had a feeling about that. I said, I said that. They said they're gonna keep letting Anthony Edwards not get his calls. We gotta check the updates now. Yeah, I don't. I hate LeBron, but I wouldn't laugh at him if he's really hurt. I'm not gonna do that. That's just poor sportsmanship. 69-88. They're gonna try to bring these bums. I don't know, man. I don't know. We gotta check and see what's going on with Ant Man. That changes the whole dynamic of everything. They let him get hurt. That's the bad thing about this is really the bad thing about what I'm trying to say. So when you don't call those types of fouls, it allowed the player to get injured because he went to go drive to the basket a couple times. And then what they do is they pushed him out, pushed him, put hands on him, pushed him. He fell on his hip. I don't know what he extended or what he hurt, but they're not going to win the series without him. So we got to hope that this injury is not a season-ending or series-ending injury. That was some BS right there. Because if LeBron was going to the paint like that and he was getting knocked down that way and hurt that way, they would call league office like they did in Boston, and they would basically pitch a fit. That's messed up, bro. It's too much time left in this game. This is crazy. They literally let Ant-Man get hurt. DiVincenzo. I'm concerned about Anthony Edwards right now. If Anthony Edwards is hurt, this series is over with. Like if he can't, that was that. See, no, you don't want to do that. That was bad. You had a fast break and you put up a three, a contested three. A lot of time left in the game. 73-90. There's no Ant Man. This is kind of scary. Because what now? Where you get your scoring from? Jay, look up Anthony Edwards and see if they said something. Oh, his phone. You don't have his phone. That's man. I'm so mad, man. I'm so pissed right now. Because when you're not fair, sometimes people that allows people to get hurt. And I'm sure Adam Silver. What? Anthony Edwards. Just look up Anthony Edwards right now. How was that not a foul play on? Okay. Okay, here you go. It says, how was that not a foul? I'm on Twitter. Play Anthony Edwards got hurt on. That was a big foul. It was a foul, man. Big time. Yeah, that's a foul. It's a loose ball foul. He pushed him in the back. I'm trying to keep my composure right now because I really don't like what they did to Ant Man. That was messed up, man. And he was in the air. That's the most dangerous type of foul that you can have. I had to block a Bron sexual for laughing at it. You see how sinister and wicked these Bron fans are? They don't care at what cost of anything. Someone could get injured. They could something could happen that would be bad or something, and they would laugh at it. 94-75. There's still no updates on Anthony Edwards. Okay, they magnet balled that one in, but I see what they're trying to do, but that was really bad, man. I hope if Anthony Edwards can't come play in this fourth, they're gonna really try. Hopefully, bro is good. What do you need, baby? We don't have no snacks. I understand. I don't know what. Oh, those made. They didn't like. They no one touched those. Those would probably stale, but they've been there for a minute. Oh yeah, that's nothing but crumbs, man. They probably he's been here for a minute. These spicy. You gotta, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna first. You got a few blue heat Takis. Well, yes, Anthony Edwards being hurt, what they did to Anthony Edwards, that was dirty, man. That was malicious. That foul, they didn't call it. We don't know what type of injury he has. So I'm a little worried about that because that can definitely change the trajectory of this game. Anthony Edwards being hurt. That was a non-call. He should have been on the free throw line. So I seen him. He grabbed his thigh, he grabbed his calf muscle, and we have yet to get an update on Anthony Edwards. I haven't seen him return to the bench, but hopefully, we still have no update. Skip Bayless tweets. Yeah, I mean they get beat down now. Anthony Edwards being hurt, man, that changes the trajectory of things, man. That changes the whole series. So we waiting on the update. I'm looking on Twitter right now. I don't see anything. Skip Bayless just tweeted. Now we have to wait to see what's going on with Anthony Edwards' side. Uh, I got the play here. This is an absolute. That was a foul on. That was a foul. Lakers committed a foul on that when they got away with that. Jaron Vanderbilt. That was dirty. I don't know if it's a hip or calf bruise or what it is. He had a limp. They need him on the floor. He limped off. This was sad, man. I don't like LeBron either, though, and I don't like Sandra. I don't like LeBron either, and I don't like what happened to Anthony Edwards, though. I don't like the cheating. So it's screw LeBron over here too. So he held his calf muscle. I'm looking at the replay. It was seems like I don't know if it's like what, but this the playoffs, man. You gotta he gonna have to take a shot. There still seems there's no update. There's no update on Anthony Edwards. All right. So now we got the lead 81-94. No Anthony Edwards on the floor. And if he does not come back in this game, this is gonna be crazy. All right. Ant-Man is back. It's questionable. He gonna have to play. Now listen, what Ant-Man's gonna have to do is he gonna have to be careful playing above the rim. You're gonna have to be careful. He's gonna have to use his body as a decoy to do other things. Because this was some freaking BS right here that just happened. You never want to see a player get hurt like that on a contact injury. All right, it's 83-96. They're trying to screw the game. They're trying to take the game from him. Look at this. He ain't doing nothing. But Vanderbilt knew what he was doing. Who's checking in? He's limping. He got a little limp, but bro, I swear, I just don't like bulls. I'm trying to really be. I'm trying to be sweet here. I'm trying to just keep my composure. Uh, I need to see if I can download this to Twitter. Some Twitter. Anthony Edwards back in the game. That's the way he's gonna have to play. 98-84. He's gonna have to play like this. Right here. This was bogus. Look at this. That's where he got hurt. That was not right. He basically, yeah, that you go man. Okay, 86-98. See, this gave them a little run. They slowed the game. That's what they, all it would take is a couple threes and that'll put their ass out their misery. There you go. There you go. That's how you deal with cheating. Oh, Vanderbilt is now hurt. And now they got two players down. Nas Reed. And they're not gonna Nas Reed is down. Time out. Nas Reed's down. I don't know. Elbow in the face or something. I don't know. Listen, I'm up for this. This is my thing. It's the playoffs. You got to get up. You got to get up. None of these dudes will be able to play in the 90s. We saw blood. Y'all remember the game where Scottie Pippen was driving to the paint and Alonzo Mourning threw an elbow and the elbow hit him on top of the forehead. And in the middle of the game, it's on YouTube. Scottie Pippen's head swole up this big, like a contusion, in the middle of the game. And I was like, oh, well, Scottie can't play because that's dangerous right there. Uh, basically, when you get injured like that, blood goes to the area and it rushes to the area, it tries to protect it. So it swole up. And uh some kind of way Scotty still played. Now, see, that would have been caught today if that would have happened to LeBron or somebody, uh, then that would have been, you would have probably got suspended for the rest of the season. And it's dangerous because the head was swole up. But Nas got to get up, man, and he got to ride the Old Town Road. He's gonna have to get up and play. Warriors gonna win it all. I hope so. I hope so. But what we're looking at right here, um, Vanderbilt is their dirty man. No, Knicks ain't winning no championship. You can forget that. The New York Knickerbockers will not win a championship. You can forget that. If the Knickerbockers win the championship, we're living in 1996. How about that? It's the year 1996. If they win, they're not winning no championship. I heard that they were screwing Detroit, but I couldn't really say because I was getting my hair cut, so I don't really know. I heard they were screwing around with Detroit. Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree. But they had to do what they did to Ant Man, have him out for a while, cause some BS. Sean Young, where you at, man? You see any of this BS that's going on? I can't. I just can't. I can't say. I just can't take people who Right. The dude sat there and laughed and said, "Bow wow wow." What was funny about a man being injured? You know what I'm saying? Like hurting himself or something or like there's nothing funny about that. See now, Nas Reed, I don't like that. Look at this. It's an elbow. It was an elbow to the face. To me, that's soft. I don't. That's soft. Look, elbow. That's soft. He got elbowed, and I bet you, Nas Reed got elbowed, and he's going to the back. That to me is soft. Come on. I know it hurt. I done played basketball. I done been elbowed before. And I done seen dudes on the playground elbow before. What they do, they wait for a few minutes and get like the NBA today is so different. Okay, Anthony Edwards shoots the three. LeBron fouls the hell out of Julius Randle and they didn't call it. Okay, this is a bad. They complaining for foul. See, I don't like that. Okay, I watched the game earlier. I think it was Russ or somebody got elbowed. Or no, Nikola Jokic, he got elbowed in today's game in the face. In the face. He couldn't leave because the game was too close. He leaves, the game changes. So you know what he had to do? He got back up. He laid there for a while. They put something in his nose to stop the bleeding because if he left, you can't leave the game like this. And that's why I said this game is for cupcakes. Anthony Edwards' injury was a little different because he got knocked out of the air. There you go. There you go. But Nas Reed, he's got to come back out. He's one of the primary defenders out here. Look at that bum. LeBron and NBA. Oh, the NBA is a terrible joke, bro. Look at that. Call timeout. Call timeout. Timeout. I'm upset at Nas. You know, he got elbowed and went to the back. I done seen players get their teeth knocked out and keep playing. If it's this, like they'll go come right back. You know, and they get that tooth put back in. But if it's this is important. If Nikola Jokic would have left the floor in this morning's game, yeah, oh, LeBron is a joke. He's a big joke. The Clippers would have won because it was only maybe maybe they only won by 2 or 3 points. If the moment he left, that would have been over with. It had been done. I mean, I'm not sitting up here saying that somebody is really. I'm not saying the man is not hurt, but he got elbowed. I know his thing. Don't go to the back. Sit on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Let the sting off, and then after the sting comes off, then go head on. Yeah. Yeah, I had to put dude in the timeout. I had to, like a little kid, I had to put him in a timeout. Larry Bird would run. Oh yeah, Larry Bird definitely would run circles around this. That's why I like the good old games. They had fist fights, and they got back up. You know what I'm saying, and just kept playing, man. You don't go to the locker room unless I get a report that something was broken. Like, yeah, it's broken. Okay, Kobe Bryant tore his labrum right in the game, and he couldn't lift his arm. Went to the bench, and was it Brian Shaw? I don't know who the coach was. And he said, "Coach, the doctor came over and said, I think you tore your labrum." He said, "Okay, I got another arm." Now imagine that you can't lift your arm, your shooting arm. You can't lift it, and if you playing, someone hits it, it's got to hurt because now the muscle's torn. Kobe got back in the game and played with the left hand. And to the coach thought it was too dangerous. He said, "Nah, I'm pulling. I'm pulling." You see the difference? So it's like you get elbowed up here somewhere. Come on, bro. You're defending LeBron. I gotta look this guy up on Twitter too. I don't even want to look him up on Twitter. 1-0 so far. He's telling the truth. But Nas Reed, Simon Reed, Nas Reed, I'm pissed. Good defense. All right, I'm gonna have to look this dude up on the. Oh my God, these grown men, man. These are grown men. And then they talk about hockey. It's too easy, too easy, too easy. But and he pointed at the ref. That's a tech. Blow the whistle. He gonna point at the ref. But the guy that's defending him, Nas Reed, is where is he? He pointed at the ref. That's a technical foul. Yeah, it was a foul, but it's been happening all night. Did he call him a boy? Luca needs some help. Man, I'm tired of all of the cheating, man. All right, Nas Reed is back. Nas Reed, Austin Reeves. I would probably do the same thing too if I saw LeBron. I wouldn't be running up for no autograph. I would probably say the same word. You are right. Y'all got to start going for these pump fakes, bro. I would probably say the same thing. There are no adjustments for the second game. You got to play the same way that you playing tonight. But the biggest adjustment is going to be how the NBA is going to call the game, and we already know how they're going to call it. We already know how they're going to call it. Okay. Good D. Good D. Good D. Okay. Randall. Randall's moves, man. His moves. He got the same moves. Now look at this bum. Yeah. His moves. He don't got no left. Randall does not have a left, so they trapped him here. He got trapped. Look at the baby. He brushed against his beard. That's what happened. He touched LeBron's beard, and LeBron is out. I'm about to. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. 16-point lead. By the time in the game, I think the Lakers need Bronny. How many of y'all think that's the answer? Another foul. See the BS? They want to put him in foul trouble. Now they going to the free throw line with 6 minutes. It's the same stuff. Oh, second personal. He's getting carried by he's getting carried. Luca is the one that showed up. He wants somebody to carry him all the way. That's what he wants to do. He want to stack his team. Edwards misses a three, and he want to be carried. He's there for the ride. He's a certified Robin. Robin. He's there. Oh. Where is Bronny? Anybody seen him? Is he in the rotation? I think I can help. You just put me in the game. Reed, three. Book it, baby. This is the best he shot. I don't know if he gonna shoot like this all series. Another three, 109 and the 90. It's time to wave the white flag. Okay, Austin Reed's three. He misses it. LeBron is getting back off the bench to check himself in. I don't know why. I have no idea. He got fouled again and they didn't call it. This is so dangerous. Got blocked. A proven winner. Well, no, Luca's not a proven winner in the finals yet. But I think what they're gonna have to do is reconstruct the team, man. They're gonna have to. Oh, still. Ooh. Blow the whistle. 111 to 90. No, he's not a proven winner, but they're gonna try to reconstruct the team if the Lakers don't win. Because the excuse is gonna be it can't be that it's Luca's fault, but they probably will try to make it his fault, say he didn't play no defense. The real excuse, but like you just said, LeBron didn't show up. So so I don't even have the patience sometimes. Sometimes I like to troll when they lose or whatever. But I did, like I said, the dude made fun of him getting hurt. Playoffs versus the finals. Explain that a little bit more. Playoff versus the finals. I don't get it. Because if Lakers play like this, ooh, that look good. You see how that's just that's a 2 for 25. Uh, and the way he got his facial expressions for the fool. Look at this. The way he look at his. Yeah, I had to stop watching the game. I was like, I'm sorry, y'all. This Applebee's commercial got. But man, this Applebee's commercial got me. Said F the Timberwolves, F LeBron too. That commercial distracted me, Ray. When he decent in the playoffs, Luca. Yeah, Luca is different. That was a good commercial, man. The Applebee's commercial came through, made me hungry real fast. They was staring at the plate. And you know how expensive things out here today. 2 for 25. Man, he got it on his Gucci jacket. 2 for 25. That's a good deal. But let's go Wolves. Let's go Wolves. I'm not studying no fans from the Filipinos. Up brick. He did the same thing. Where's Danny? I want Danny on this team. Whatever his name is. Danny Garcia, Guruez, Danny Chavez, Danny Cuevas. Where you at? Slow it down. Put up a three. Ooh, he missed. But you got to get the rebound. They say it's too complicated. I'm about to go watch this Applebee's commercial. Basket interference. 111-90. Hey, if I'm the Timberwolves, I'm going to push the pace and do the same thing. Game two. They definitely going to make it much closer. It's a soap opera. Right here. See, they gonna trap him. He don't got no moves. Oh, oh, hit him with the Euro step. 113-90. Anthony Davis should be at home crying because this is where they. Anthony Davis should be home laughing. Yeah, record that. Record that. Technical. Oh, I get it. I get it. I got the game recorded. I got to pull up. Come on, Chrissy. Get him, Chrissy. Look at him. Get it. Get it for me. Get this. Record this. Everybody got phones. You said you about to play Call of Duty? Is LeBron your main character? Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. I gotta record. I gotta rewind, man. This bum. It's. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to rewind this right now. This bum doing his favorite thing. All right. Oh, we already know MJ the GOAT all day. MJ the GOAT all day. I don't know if I was riding it back in the right place, but right here. Pretty soon, LeBron gonna give up on his team. That's gonna be the next thing. He gonna give up on his team. He's gonna give up. Bronny James is in the game for comeback. This. Oh man. Oh no. They got to make it up because they've been calling some terrible calls on the other end. LeBron played like trash. The Minnesota Timberwolves was 113-90. I think they waving the white flag. Hey, he just like Jordan. That boy just like Jordan. He LeBron looked just like Mike in this game, right? Didn't he? George Gervin, not Michael Jordan. Wait, is Bronny out? Oh man, wait, is that Bronny? Bronny didn't get no playoff. Oh yeah, he is. What the hell is Bronny doing playing in the playoffs? Please tell me. You know this is some crap. If Bronny James is playing in the playoffs, things are getting real dangerous right now. Okay, Bronny got the ball. Up, he missed. He got the rebound again. They letting him shoot a three. He missed. He had a wide open three and he missed. Bronny had missed a wide open three. Golden State. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go live for that game. We got to deal with what's his name? Um, Dylan Brooks. I want to see that Applebee's commercial again. Because man, they boy, I would yeah. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe. Let's go, Minnesota Timberwolves. Follow the channel if you want to send a donation. You can. Um, that would be at Raw Sports TV 23 for Cash App. Super thanks is at Raw Sports TV 23 also. Look at this one right here. Now this one don't really do it for me like it did for the Applebee's, but it's gonna be a tough game too. They're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna make no foul calls and all this other kind of stuff. It's gonna be tough. They're gonna have to foul people out because now they know how they coming. They're gonna have to foul people out the game. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Rudy Gobert having 4 fouls in the first quarter. It's gonna be some stuff. They don't want them to go down 2-0. And I really hate that sports gambling has got involved in well, it's always been involved. But now you got the apps on your phone. FanDuel, you can just download any type of app and just, you know, over, under, all this other kind of stuff. So I hate this stuff. However, if they would have called it straight up, call the calls correctly, I would give the Lakers one game, maybe. Because I don't think Nas Reed is going to continue to shoot like that. Nas Reed, he shot that thing. He shot that thing, boy, all night. I didn't expect that. I gotta look up that boy. That boy shot that thing. Had about 8 threes. uh, I want to see Shannon Sharp say he's worried. That's what I want to see. Uh, it's very interesting that Gilbert Arenas is live for every game. Okay, he's live. He is not live. Yeah. Some 1 minute left in the game. 1 minute left. I'm a Timberwolves shot 59%. That's not happening again. No, they don't have to shoot 59% from the field. They don't have to. They're just better than the Lakers. All they got to do is keep getting to the paint. They had a hell of 5 points in the paint. You probably didn't mention that. Look at the points in the paint. They just got to keep attacking the basket, and there you go. So yes, I agree. They're probably not going to shoot like that. But if they do shoot like that, or anywhere near that, it's going to be a long series. 172 to 92. Zaldi Connect knocks down three. Would I rather see the Minnesota Timberwolves play the Golden State Warriors? Ooh, that's going to be a hell of a matchup because that's who they have played the next round. If the Warriors get Ant Man versus Steph, if they can get past the Houston Rockets, we don't know yet. Lakers will win this series. You're not worried. Lakers forever. Lakers forever. Let me ask you a question. Did you say that when Nikola Jokic packed him up? You're supposed to be that way if you're a Lakers fan. But did you say that when Nikola packed him up, sent him home in the first round, and then the year before sent him home in the Western Conference? Were you saying that? Please respond to me in the chat. I just want to know. Luka Doncic, all he want to do is score. So y'all gotta respond to the camera people. All right, who is it? Mike Conley. 117 to 95. Now I was just telling the gentleman before I had to block him because I didn't want to. You said it. No, no, no. That's not the question. You said again, you're not worried. My question to you is, did you have this same belief with with LeBron James when they were going up against the Denver Nuggets? That's all I'm asking. You're just saying you're not worried. Wait, wait, but Lakers forever. This is my question. You keep avoiding the question. Did you have the same feeling when they played the Denver Nuggets the last two seasons? Because that's who put them out. So I'm just wondering. And if you did, what makes it change any different from that? Because the only thing right now, Luca Buns, LeBron, but this is 2020. What's the difference between now and 2025? That wasn't too long ago. That was just last season when they got put out. So it's not like it's been. Oh yeah, he balled out, but Nas Reed played good too. Yeah, you said that was in 2025. Adam Silver's defense can't save them. Oh, Adam. Well, what's gonna happen is foul trouble. I see people coming through now. Foul trouble is gonna come. Am I a T Wolves fan? No, but I'm rooting for him. I ain't got to be a fan to root. This year, the Lakers are the third. I don't care what seed they are. It wasn't too long. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow. Kaden, we'll be streaming tomorrow for the Warriors game. That's my team, the Warriors. I'm going with Steph. I would love to see Jimmy Butler get his first his first ring, not MVP, but his first ring. Yeah, how many fouls? I didn't look it up. Contumpo, LeBron, Lakers, Denver Nuggets, Golden State, Houston Rockets, LA Clippers, Lakers in five. Y'all been letting Shannon Sharp pump y'all with that. He don't believe that. The T Woods can actually beat them. I just hope Ant don't get another tech. Oh yeah, he gonna have to stay calm because I think they rescinded that tech on purpose. Yeah, I'm a Warriors fan. They rescinded his tech on purpose so they could save it for this series. So you said I asked the question, but you're not really answering my question. The Lakers were the 7 and 8. It doesn't really matter because the reason why I'm asking you that question, I'm not necessarily is because they really know better than what they are. Then defensively, their problem then is they could not defend. So defensively, right now, they really aren't that much better than they were in 2024. Fouls. The Wolves got screwed tonight. They didn't get the proper calls that they should have gotten. Hey, help me be the new Kai Cenat of this thing. I would love to, have a million of y'all on here. I don't got the streaming equipment yet, but all of it. But one day, Lakers forever. You talking out of your butt? It does matter. Seeding don't matter. Seeding don't matter at all. Seeding don't matter because listen, the seeding. Remember, they got their butts destroyed by the Denver Nuggets. So it's like, see, what does seeding matter? Defensively, they aren't any good. They rescind that tech because they don't want the Warriors to face the Lakers in the first round. They saw what the Warriors did to Luca. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Jimmy Butler did D him up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. Good point. That's a very good point. My dream come true is LeBron to retire. And what's crazy? They always say, "Well, what you gonna talk about when you know he retires?" Um, why don't they ever ask the networks that? Right? Why don't they ever ask the networks what are they going to talk about? Because we only report what the networks are talking about, and they never ask the networks what they're going to talk about after it's over. And then ESPN admitted this week that the reason why they talk about LeBron James so much and Michael Jordan still because it makes them money. They admitted that this is the number one thing that makes they have some type of analytics to show what gets them the most views, and that subject gets them the most views. So that's why they always bring it up almost every segment or whenever they can bring it up. So you know, my thing is this: we will adjust. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing that's so funny about it is a lot of times the people who always claim that, hey, talk about other subjects. When we do talk about other subjects, you guys don't want to participate. Oh yeah, that was very terrible. I wanted to make a video about it, but I didn't get a chance on Chris Bosh and how he got disrespected this week by you know what I'm saying? That was terrible. I'm trying to get the Sports Center so I can see the rest of this interview. Uh yeah, Chris Bosh got disrespected this week really bad by Rich Paul. That was just terrible. Wolves in 4. I don't know about that. I don't know about in 4. If the Denver Nuggets would have swept them. Man, I'm sorry, I got the most bipolar remote control ever. The reason why I don't say I don't agree with that. Bronny is awesome. Bronny is trash, bruh. Bronny is trash. LeBron made y'all. Oh my god, no, y'all! I can't believe y'all drafted that man. What? Open YouTube TV. I'm trying to get the Sports Center because I want to see what LeBron has to say about this beatdown. I need a new remote control. Yeah, I want to see what LeBron got to say about the beatdown. You know what I'm saying tonight. So, oh my God, I don't want to watch Dateline. I'm trying to watch the. Yeah. Uh, Bronny had 4 points. I thought he missed both of his buckets. Bronny missed both of his buckets from what I saw. Maybe I need my glasses on. He missed a 3-point shot, and I want to think of mid range. Oh, JJ Redick like he got a headache. Yeah, Bronny had 4. Lakers going out this bad. Yeah, they're gonna go out. I hope they do go out in the first round. I think Ant-Man deserves to move on to the second round. And I would like to see Golden State versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. In other words, they got us. JJ Redick said they're going to see what they're going to tweak. The only adjustment they're going to make is having the refs just blow the whistle more and more and more. Y'all think this game was a screw job? Wait to the next game. When is the next game? Oh, Lakers, I'm glad you got faith in your team because you had a very disappointing time since LeBron's been there. I ain't seen Brian get beat down like this. Oh, the Denver Nuggets beat them down. The Denver Nuggets beat them down, right? Lakers versus Rockets. That's not gonna happen. Lakers are not gonna go against the Rockets. I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen. The Lakers are not gonna go against. They're just not good defensively. I'm sorry. LeBron will play until his daughter enters the league. I hope not. I can't take it no more. I want him to go away into the sunset and do his podcast. He's gonna give us plenty to talk about with his Mind the Game podcast. So we're gonna always have something to talk about. But no, I do not want him to play until his daughter enters the league. LeBron got beat. Yeah. I'd rather watch Caitlin Clark play basketball than to watch him. JJ Redick gets his first playoff beatdown, but like I said, mark my words, game 2 is going to be a lot of BS going on. There's a lot going on tonight. They tried to do it, but these Lakers can't stop anybody. So, like, who are they going to get? Your Lakers will lose this series. Luka is just a scorer, not a good all defensive player. And Bron is too old to carry a team. Reeves and Rudy are inconsistent, period. And no center, period. And the bench is horrible, especially his trash son. The Spurs did in 2014. No, it took him out. Not the Lakers, but they blew out LeBron pretty bad. I thought that first round, the first time they played, they got blown out, if I'm not mistaken. Prime Pippen was better than LeBron. I'll take Pippen over LeBron, even though I know a lot of people would probably say that's ludicrous, but I'll take Pippen over LeBron. I would take him, even though I can't stand Scottie Pippen right now, because his hatred right now towards, just, I don't know, he's a very confused individual. Oh, I've been seeing that. Keep Bronny away from Larsa Pippen. You know, I would not be surprised if that happens. I don't know who she's with somebody now, Jacoby something. I don't know. So uh, maybe it was Mark. Yeah, keep her away from Bronny. Yeah, I don't think LeBron will let Larsa Pippen hook up with Bronny. The key to beat the Lakers is to shut Austin Reeves down. That's what the Warriors did most of the game, and the Wolves did tonight. That's a part of it. That's a part of it. You got to also withstand the refs. You got to keep attacking the rim, play faster than them, put pressure on the ball, and you got to know that the whistles are not going to go your way. The whistles aren't going to go your way, so we got to just know that. Yeah. So, well, the Warriors, I'm more concerned about Jonathan Kuminga. What's going to happen with Jonathan Kuminga? Is Jonathan Kuminga going to play? Because they said the Warriors are going to possibly trade him at the end of the season. I don't know how true it is, but they've been holding him out of the games, and I don't know what he did to piss Steve Kerr off. I thought that we could use his athleticism uh, in that last game against the Memphis Grizzlies, but they still found a way to win, even though they almost choked it away. And the Houston Rockets are very athletic, okay? So I think that you are going to definitely need his athleticism against the Warriors. That's just me. I don't know what they see in their schematic technology with him. Kaminga plays his best against the Rockets. Yeah, but if they're planning on trading him, they probably don't want to get him hurt. They don't want to pay. Kaminga been catching do not plays. Yeah, it's been a lot of do not plays. I thought that this was going to be something. Steve Kerr said that he thought that this would work out better with Jimmy Butler and everything in the lineup, but when Jimmy Butler came to the team, it kind of pushed him out. So that's kind of sad. JJ Relish just left the podium. Like I said, this is a long way to go. Now you are correct. If they do win this next game, it's going to be very hard for them to dig themselves out of a hole. So this is going to be tough. Trace Jackson Davis and Jonathan Kaminga is needed against the Rockets. Something is going on. Something personal is going on with the that whole situation. He's not playing. Here goes Kendrick Perkins. I like to see what he's gonna say. Uh, you heard Kendrick Perkins? He's he said they got on there. You know what? Like back pockets. Well, you got to tell yourself whatever you got to tell yourself. Bam. You got to tell yourself whatever you got to tell yourself, because no, you really believe in LeBron too much. Yes, they did. But Nas Reeves is he off and on. So you know the reaction to the Lakers loss. Oh man, yes. This is man. He's talking about making adjustments. I don't know what adjustments he's gonna make. That's gonna it's gonna be it's gonna have to look, man. They play too slow. They play too slow. I want to see what Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp got to say. That's what I want to see. Shannon Sharp probably talking like this person on the line. I ain't worried. JJ Relish will have the Lakers ready for game two. Mark my word. Lakers will be up 2-1 by game three. Oh, okay. Okay. Did you see I'm gonna bring this up to you because you run on the line. Uh-oh. Listen, I don't think that's gonna happen. They're gonna be going down the toilet real soon. They're gonna be getting flushed down the toilet real soon. No, save your money. I don't need it. But they're gonna be flushed down the toilet real soon. Just keep watching the lives. I'm not saying that they're not gonna win the next game, but the Minnesota Timberwolves ain't going nowhere. Yeah, that's a good point he brought up. You took Austin Reeves out the game. So oh, you said the Lakers always lose game one. So now you want to bring up Lakers lose game one all the time, right? So you just brought that up. So now you're referring to last year. What happened last year? I'm glad you bring that up. What happened last year? Can you please notify me? I don't remember to the Lakers. What happened to the Lakers last year? They made the playoffs, and I think Jamal Murray hit some type of shot for a game winner. Then he dunked on LeBron or something like that, and it was like 4-1, right? Ant-Man winning. And then the year before then, they lost game one also, and it was a sweep. So I don't know what basketball or NBA you've been watching, but please help me understand what game you guys been watching for you to believe they suck this year too. What makes you? They suck this year too. The Lakers have a problem, and that problem is LeBron. LeBron sucks. Look at the way he move on the court, man. He's old, man. Father Time is undefeated. Father Time is undefeated. I think the Wolves they went further than the Lakers did. I think the Wolves went to the Western Conference Finals and they ended up losing to the Dallas Mavericks. But this ain't the Dallas Mavericks, okay? This ain't the Dallas Mavericks of last year, which was a well constructed, better team than this present Lakers team with Bronny James on it. So when someone starts blaming a whole bunch of other teams, that doesn't do anything but show me that they're losing the argument because they're deflecting. You're talking about your Lakers team. You said that they always lose game one, and I said, okay, so what happened last year and what happened the year before? And then the year before, they didn't even make the play-in tournament. And then the year before then, I think the Phoenix Suns sent them home. The Phoenix Suns sent them home in the first round, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, yeah, they did lose to Luca, but the Dallas Mavericks were a better team. Not Luca on the Lakers, Luca on the Dallas Mavericks. What's going on? I blame refs and Adam Silver too. I'm gonna call it fair. If I see something that looks shady, I'll definitely call it out. I'll definitely call it out if I see, if I see something that looks crazy. You deserve the MVP. Oh, Anthony Edwards deserves the MVP. Yeah, Ant Man just like I said, got to hold his composure. I don't, he got to hold his composure, stay calm. He's not gonna get a whole bunch of free throws this series, so he might as well stop it. Said I'm Luca's dad. That's a good one. Yeah, I missed the Knicks game. I was getting faded up, and the game was on, but I couldn't watch it while I was getting my line and everything going. Yeah, if they could contain Austin Reeves, then there's basically Dorian Finney-Smith, uh, and then there's Luca. Luca's probably gonna get his. LeBron needs to be carried like a little baby. He needs to be carried. He needs a diaper, a pacifier, and some milk. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Finals prediction. I was wondering. It's a little bit too early to tell, man. Injuries and anything. My finals hope is that the Golden State Warriors will probably rematch the Boston Celtics. That's my finals hope right there and win the NBA championship. And Steph Curry, I hope Steph Curry would get his fifth ring, the second finals MVP. Then we're going to have to change and talk about the conversation of the GOAT conversation in terms of not him being the GOAT, but we got to add him to that discussion if that happens. Um, like I said, I'm not really concerned about this year's NBA Finals more so than next year because next year there's a new partnership, a new TV deal that they got going on with NBC, and I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm a little bit worried about that new TV deal that they got going on because it's going to be on NBC again, not ABC. And so, with that being said, I personally believe that some kind of way they're going to try to bring the best two matchups that they can. It's not the best two basketball teams, the best two matchups. The T Wolves did get lucky shooting 59%, but they probably won't shoot that again. But they're still more athletic and they're still faster and they can still do certain things to keep them at bay. However, they just got to withstand the whistle. Golden State got seventh seed, but that's your favorite. Yeah, I'm rooting for the Golden State Warriors to win the NBA title. I want to see Steph Curry get his fifth ring, and Jimmy Butler's been in the league forever, so him to win the ring that would be special. Now I'm hoping, my hope is if they don't win, that Kevin Durant comes back to the Golden State Warriors in exchange for Jonathan Kuminga. That's my hope because it looks like they're not going to sign him to a long term contract, so that's what I hope. This game was kind of a shocker to me, but really wasn't a shocker. I thought that they would, have a potential to win, but not by that much like that. Man, I was thinking maybe 8 points or something like that. But they really didn't have no deep. The next game, man, it's gonna be the guy. I would be surprised if the Timberwolves don't get a free throw into the fourth quarter. But this also, if the Lakers do lose to them, then that would show you that they're not a true third seed. It'd be like it was all smoke and mirrors for them to be the third seed. If this uh if this what six seed is better. You think LeBron's going to retire before this, or Steph Curry's going to retire before that? I hope he's the next person to retire. I think they got Curry for the next 2 seasons or something, if I'm not mistaken. So I just hope that he pulls out another ring because he got screwed out of two. He got screwed out of the 2016 ring, and then well, he didn't get screwed, but the 2019 NBA Finals when the Golden State Warriors were there, Kevin Durant blew his Achilles, and Klay Thompson his MCL or his Achilles or meniscus, one of the injuries he had. Therefore, they weren't unable to secure that championship against the Raptors. If one of those guys were available, they would have secured the championship. Oh, LeBron? Well, LeBron's got another season. You already know he's going to come back. LeBron has another season with the LA Lakers. I would love for him to retire this season, but I think he signed. He's all in his head. He thinks he's chasing Michael Jordan. And it's like, I keep telling the guy was in the barbershop today, and he was yelling at me. He was saying, hey, he's past Mike. And I said, well, when did he pass Mike? And he said, for the most points. And I said, well, what does that mean? I was like, the most points don't mean anything. He's like, Michael Jordan still got more rings, titles, finals MVPs, and regular season MVPs than LeBron James. So how did he pass him? And he kept saying points. And I'm like, that doesn't mean anything because, like I said, Karl Malone has more points than Steph Curry and Kevin Durant and Kobe Bryant. So is Steph Curry? Is Karl Malone better? This says LeBron James series. This is 12-11 loss, 129 and two straight. Uh, One of the worst losses in his finals appearances. So I'm ready for them to move on. Really, it's a big gap with OKC and the rest of the West. That if you watch basketball, then OKC. I don't know, man. I still don't think they got the experience to actually win. So I wouldn't be surprised if they can get beaten. I'm not sure, Gary. They could probably lose. So you know, uh, I would like to see the Lakers reconstruct their team, move past LeBron James. They got them Luka Doncic, so they got a star. They got somebody that can put people in the seat, and then they can put pieces around them. Because yeah, I don't want to see Luka and LeBron in the finals because Luka's not going to get any credit for what he's doing with the Lakers. What they'll do is credit LeBron for everything, and I don't want to see that. It'll be because LeBron made Luka better, but even though Luka already went to the finals without him, they're gonna come up with something to try to fluff his butt. So, uh, I just uh, I just I don't want to see that. I would rather see anybody else. I want to see the young talent develop. I wouldn't mind seeing OKC win the championship either. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I'm just tired of the same narrative every year. Sometimes you just get tired of things, and I'm tired of them milking the cow. I'm tired of them milking the whole uh, LeBron James situation. It doesn't belong in any conversation with Michael Jordan, and that's just that. I don't care if he went to 90 straight finals. He didn't win. He didn't win more than he lost. So that's just my take on the situation. So, definitely Celtics winning back to back. I don't know about that either. I don't think the Celtics winning back. I thought you were a Laker fan. I don't know if the Celtics are gonna win back to back. Jalen Brown is getting some type of injections. And well, LeBron, hope he goes on quick, but Curry, let's keep going. We want Curry. Curry is one of the best players, if not the best player in the NBA for the last few years. Um, I don't know about the Celtics. The Celtics are their own, worst enemy at times. Uh, if you a Lakers fan and you know B-ball, then you would know the Lakers are not going to win anything. Oh my God, man. So yeah, Unc is getting hungry. Uh, I see. Yeah, ISO Joe is on, and Shannon is finally showing his face. Shannon don't look happy right now, so Shannon Sharp looks very sick at the moment. Now he's talking about LeBron being injured. Now he has excuses. Now Shannon Sharp is saying LeBron is injured. That comes with father time. Like listen, I haven't had it in a few weeks because I've been getting these adjustments on my hip. But growing injuries don't go away if he really has a growing injury been playing that long. You said that winning versus the T Wolves. I don't know about that. We're gonna have to see. Well, I like to see Jimmy Butler get a ring. Yeah, yeah. Jimmy Butler needs to get a ring. Well, if he has a growing injury, then he should probably. Oh, that's what it is. What did he have when the Denver Nuggets beat him? What did he have? What did he have then? He missed 20 straight 3-point shots. So I study this stuff. He missed 20 straight 3 points. That was the worst 3-point field goal percentage in his career. Did he was it what did he need to ice his growing then? Said the Warriors aren't winning this season. We don't know who's gonna win, but they got a good chance. They got a good chance of winning. They got a good chance of winning. They 22-2 or 22-3 with Jimmy Butler in the lineup. So they've been the best team in the second half. So to say that they don't have a chance of winning is ludicrous. It's a little ludicrous. Okay. Um, I want to make sure you guys that are watching. This is important. Please hit the like button for us. Uh, Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we drop daily news every day. Shorts and content every day. Long form content. We have some out. We're going to be putting more out. Uh, I'm going to find out a way to react to more news. Um, and I'm trying to figure that out, because like I said, there's news every day. We can't probably react to it all just because of some capacity limitations. But this year, this week, a lot happened when it was with Rich Paul and stuff. I don't sit and watch ESPN like a lot because it's like the stuff is ridiculous, and I'm not like I said, I don't like to get brain. A lot of these people that I talked to, I was in a barbershop, and they were just repeating stuff that LeBron that they were just repeating stuff. The guy told me, he said that, well, he stopped, he froze that. He said, Michael Jordan, he said, well, LeBron's a better all around player than him. And I asked him, I said, well, can you explain to me in what aspects is he better? And he said, just as basketball, period. And I said, well, let me ask you a question. Is he a better free throw shooter? Well, he said, yeah. I said, well, LeBron has shot 71%, 73% for his career. Michael Jordan shots 85%. So there you go, right there. He's not better at free throws. Is he a better scorer? I was like, well, he was like, yeah. I was like, well, how? Because he led the league in scoring one time. Jordan did it 10 times, and his average is higher. His finals average is higher. And I'm just breaking it down. I'm like, see, these guys just repeat what they hear on television, you know, and then they come back to you with it. So, um, he said the Warriors have zero chance of winning. Whoever comes, the Clippers are probably going to go home. Uh, but saying they have zero chance of winning an NBA championship is really ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Because at this particular point, to say that is ridiculous. Whining and flopping, I agree with you on that. Sports, yeah, he is the king. He's been whining all night. But yeah, to sit up here and say that the Warriors have no chance after they just had 22 and 3 or 4, four, that's one of the best records in the West. So with Jimmy Butler on the court, so they're dangerous and they got an opportunity because the Clippers go home and they can get in the second round. I think they would face the Wolves if the Wolves can get past the Lakers. So kind of way. That'd be a hell of a matchup right there. Oof. Anthony Edwards versus Steph Curry. Because I would rather see that because with the Lakers, it's just going to be a bunch of non-calls. And then the Golden State Warriors show that they can handle OKC too, because I think they're 2-2 against them this season. Why did the Lakers lose today? The Lakers lost today because they can't defend. They had a hard time defending the perimeter. Can't defend 3-point shooting, and they can't stop Anthony Edwards. Luka Doncic is a terrible. I've been hollering this all season. Defender. Uh, LeBron James isn't a great defender, even though they every now and then he gets a chase down block, and y'all guys want to make it seem like he's a great defender. So he's not. That's why they lost. Terrible defense. They lost because they can't play D. They can't guard anybody that's young and athletic, and they don't have any big. Okay, so those are the reasons why. Okay, baby, here's a piece. They lost. Have Michael Jordan beat a team like the prime Lakers, Celtics, Spurs, and the Golden State Warriors? Well, let me first of all just rewind this before I get off here. Michael Jordan had faced, first of all, his road to prosperity wasn't just the finals. Okay, so his road to prosperity was tougher. He had to go through the bad boy Pistons, okay, in a much physical era. They had to go against Shaquille O'Neal and the Orlando Magic, and there's not a player in the NBA today that is as a dominant physical freak like Shaquille O'Neal. So LeBron has never had to go against anything remotely close to a Shaquille O'Neal. Okay, Shaquille O'Neal actually won 3 championships in a row. He's never faced anything like that. Then you have the Reggie Millers of the world. Those teams were physical. The New York Knicks, of the world. You had to go against the Cleveland Cavaliers. You had to go against these tough teams physically just to get out. The Alonzo Mournings. You can't name any rivalries that LeBron James has had outside of the Golden State Warriors coming out of the Eastern Conference because it was the Eastern Conference and it was so weak. He had to go over and team up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh just to get up out of the West, out of the East. His competition was the Toronto Raptors. So that's just that. And then the Phoenix Suns team, they were no slouch. That Phoenix Suns, that Seattle Supersonics, that team was no slouch. The 91 Lakers, the 1992 Portland Trailblazers were one of the best backcourts in NBA history. Um, and the Utah Jazz, Karl Malone, arguably one of the greatest power forwards in the NBA in NBA history, top 50 player of all time. Come on, man. So I don't want to hear all these excuses to try to diminish the greatness is the greatness. 6-0 against LeBron James being 4-6. and 4-6, it's like the man allowed Jason Terry to give him the oowash goowash in the NBA finals. More excuses. More excuses. Okay, so the Boston Celtics weren't in their prime when the Miami Heat beat them. See what I'm saying? So you see how that works? They weren't in their prime, and you call your early 30s not in your prime. Then that means that LeBron, when he was in his 30s, he wasn't in his prime either. You see how that works? Because Magic was in his 30s. Most of those players were in their early 30s. So that's how that works too. It's just more excuses, man. They were up 2-1 with the Dallas Mavericks against the Dallas Mavericks, and they ended up losing, being the favorite. Michael Jordan has never been the favorite in the series and lost. I'm talking about Jordan too. I'm talking about Jordan too. In the 2011 NBA Finals, the reason why they lost is because LeBron James didn't step up. Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh outscored him. In the 2011 NBA Finals, he averaged 18 points a game. Jason Terry came off the bench, and Jason Terry was a bench player. And while Jason Terry came off the bench, he averaged 8 points a game throughout the regular season. And while LeBron James guarded him, he averaged 18 points a game. He averaged 18 points a game with LeBron James guarding him. So, and I'm getting ready to pack it on up, man. I definitely want you guys to tune in tomorrow for the Houston Rockets game versus the Golden State Warriors. That's going to be box office there. Steph Curry, he got a little thumb injury, so hopefully, but let's see. Let's see what the adjustments Steve Kerr gonna make. The Rockets are one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. And Dylan Brooks and those guys, but Idoka is a very great coach. So it's going to be athleticism against experience. That's what we're going to really see because we can't really see that the Golden State Warriors are very athletic. The most athletic people that's on there is uh, most athletic would be Jonathan Kaminga, Moses Moody from my aspect. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, no Michael Jordan and there's no comparison. Michael Jordan three-peated in the NBA 2 times. LeBron James has never had a three-peat once. Never had a three-peat once in his career. That means that when Michael got to the pinnacle of his career, when he was winning, he won one, two, three, retired, came back, won one, two, three. You know how hard that is to do to win 3 championships in a row? Only other person we know who have done that is Shaq and Kobe. They only did it one time. And you can arguably say they were like super, super dominant, but they didn't do it again. So MJ did it 2 times. That's just how great he was. And he didn't need all the help that LeBron needed. He didn't need all the Luka Doncic, Anthony Davises, and all the Kyrie Irvings, and nobody he's ever played with. The D Wades, the Chris Boshes, the Kevin Loves. It's nobody's ever played with that's been that good that you can start franchises with. But I'm gonna get off here, man. I'm gonna give you something to eat, man. And guys, make sure you tune in tomorrow for the podcast broadcast. I'm out.